Good day, President's News on the 23rd of November. And after a very wet start to today, you can see we've got a little bit of sunshine pouring down on our new sports centre behind me. You'll notice that the boarding has been removed from around the edge, so we can see the whole of the exterior in all its glory. And soon we'll all be inside looking at the interior. Anyway, on with the news. Since last week, quite a lot been happening. First thing is, late at the end of last week, we had the England Athletics Regional Awards, and we had three of our club members who won prizes there. So first of all, Coach of the Year went to Jay Galley for his incredible commitment to the club and the amount of coaching he does. So well done, Jay. Newcomer to volunteering of the year was Alex Pope, and Alex, particularly this last year or so, has been really bringing along our multi-eventers and putting in an awful lot of time coaching them as well as competing for the club. And finally, Paul Byfield was runner-up for the club leader of the year. Amazing achievements for everybody, and I think they were fortunate enough to have their awards presented by none other than our own gun-wielding starter, Mark Purser. So quite a club affair there. So congratulations, gentlemen, on those awards. As we move to the weekend, on the athletic fronts, we had the London Cross Country Championships up at Parliament Hill. The London Cross Country Championships is part of the London Youth Games, and this is for youngsters between the ages of 9 to 16. So the competition is essentially between London boroughs, and we have to give a big shout of thanks right up front to Jay Galley again, who organises the Bromley team, gets them along there and sorts them all out. A terrific job. Well done, Jay. And not only do you get them there, but again, both groups won their respective prizes. So great performance from the youngsters. If we look at some of the individual performances, there were three age groups, under 13s, 15s and 17s. So in the under 17s girls, there was Liberty White was second home in the cross country, Megan Slattery fourth, and Isla Spink was 20th. So good performance. They were our top runners. The under 15s, there was a field of nearly 200 runners in that. And first home was our own Megan Barlow. Luciana Smith was 12th, and Lydia Whitcomb was 26th. Again, another strong performance. And as we saw in the under 13 girls age group, where Aofe McDonough was 5th, Alba Homan-Jo was 7th, and Cara Bryan was 10th. There were big fields, and we had a lot of youngsters running, and well done to all of those ladies. On the boys' side, the under 17s, Alex Middleton was 9th, Arthur Starvis 10th, right behind him, and Harry Fage was 18th. And a whole group of Blackheath and Bromley runners right behind: Mark Constable, Franco Hillier, Jasper Brooks, and Josh Healy, all in the all 36 and under, 130 odd runners there. The under 15 boys had 186 runners, and we had third place in Joseph Skeins. We had Joseph Hill in 7th and Lucas Elmquist in 13th. And finally, the under 13 boys with a field of 230 runners. We had Kian Farrell in 6th position, James Shaw in 10th, and Mateus Caracteres in 17th. So very strong performances from all our youngsters, as we've seen all cross-country season. And well done to all of them. The same venue, Parliament Hill, was also the venue for the South Eastern Athletic Association's London Cross Country Championships. So this is for senior men and senior ladies. On the ladies, the race was 4 to score, and we came in 10th position, and our scorers were Naomi Kingston, who was 10th, Jess Keane was 32nd, Jenny Butler was 69th, and right behind Jenny in 71st position was Ashley Pearson. So well done, ladies. The men's, again, 4 to score, and we came 7th there. Robert Donoghue was first club member home in 31st position. Alex Gibbons in 51st position. Martin Richards in 55th position. And the final one of our qualifying 4 was Micah Evans in 56th position. There were 420 odd runners in that senior men's race. And we had quite a good selection all the way down the field, people all doing well. So that was last weekend. Looking ahead to on the cross country side to this weekend, we've got the 4th round of the Kent County Cross Country League, which is at Footscray Meadows, and there will be all the age groups except the senior ladies running there. So that's on Saturday. The next weekend on Sunday, the 4th, we've got our first mob match against SLH. So I'm really hoping we can get a good field out. We had a good field out for a reasonably good field out for the opening 5. This is the club 7.5 mile championships as well as the mob match. We'll be basing ourselves at the Croydon Rugby Club down at the far end of Sparrow's Den there, and the race starts at 11 o'clock. So registering from 10:15 onwards. The week after, on the Saturday, the 10th, we've got the Orion mob match over at Chingford. So I hope that you're all looking at your transport arrangements, who you might car share with to go over there. And of course, both those mob matches are Bennett Cup events. So that's cross country. Park run, again, another good weekend for the club, busy. We had 48 runners out at 20 different locations. Furthest from home was Bertie Harrington, who was 7th at a park run with an unpronounceable name somewhere in the vicinity of Copenhagen. So well done, Bertie. Closer to home, Bromley, Thomas Sugden was first man home. Katie Sugden was second lady home. Also appearing in the top 10 at Bromley, Roger Beswick was 6th, Paul Sharp was 7th, and Clayton Aves were 9th. So we would have definitely won a team prize if there'd been one there. Elsewhere, Zoe Fazakali was 4th at Homewood Park Run. Robert Perry was 4th at the Stratford upon Avon Park Run. And Peter Brooks was 5th at Beckenham Place Park. Mr. Isaacs didn't break a record this week, so that's news. I think he did run a second faster than last week, and he did already have the record. He was running over at Footscray. I beg your pardon, he was running at Hobblingwell. He ran Footscray the week before. Hobblingwell, I was there as well. It was a bit sticky and muddy. It wasn't a day for fast times after the rain that we'd had. So that's athletics for the last week. Looking to the social events, this Friday we've got the Vice President's Supper, so I shall be there, and I shall look forward to seeing. I think we've got 40 plus Vice Presidents all attending, and uniquely this year we'll have 2 presidents. Usually the incumbent president gets invited to the Vice President's Supper. Usually the last Vice President's Supper for him. But this year, because we haven't had a Vice President's Supper for 3 years, we've extended the rules a bit, and Nick Corrie, our immediate past president, will be there as well as myself. So look forward to seeing Nick and the Vice Presidents there on Friday. Looking further ahead, the next social event we've got is the Wednesday Nighters Christmas Supper. This is on Wednesday, the 21st of December, 7:30 for 8 at Beckerhamians, of course, as well as food and drinks. There'll be carols, a raffle. We've got a 300 club draw, and we've also got a draw for the club's marathon places. So if you failed to get into the London Marathon, you've got your rejection slip. If you let me or Nick Barber know and provide some sort of evidence of that, an email or whatever, then your name can go into the draw for one of the club places, and that will be drawn at the Wednesday Nighters Christmas Supper on the 21st. If you want tickets for the supper, reserve your place. You need to get in touch with Jerry Alger, and his details are in the Facebook post. So that is looking ahead and the social event. So I just want to close off today with an appeal for funds to help complete the fitting out of this magnificent building behind me, to help fit it out, and also to help reduce the amount of borrowing that we do in order to do that fitting out. But before I give details of that, I really have to thank all those members who've been so generous with their donations so far. We started our membership appeal early in 2020, just after we got planning permission, when the centre was just a concept. And since then, members have donated over £130,000, with a further 45,000 coming from the initial matched donation appeal, and a further £20,000 in gift aid, which we claim back from the revenue. So to those who've had the generosity and the foresight to see what we could create at Norman Park, a great investment in the future. And now that future is nearing completion. And so we are seeking funding through a further 2 schemes. The first is a debenture scheme. So we're issuing 25 debentures of £10,000 each. Now, the debenture is a loan to the club, in this case, interest-free, repayable in 2 years' time, so November 2024. So far, we've got £160,000 come in on that scheme. Now, £10,000 is a lot of money. If you can't quite manage that, and if you wanted to form a small consortium, say of 2 people with 5,000 or 4 people with 2,500, then we certainly will probably be able to help you if you wanted one of the 9 remaining debentures. Get in touch with me if you're interested, and we can go into more detail. The other scheme, have a broader appeal, is another match donation scheme. So we've had a member who has very kindly offered to put up £10,000, or to match members' donations of up to £10,000. So any donations members make between now and the end of the year will be matched up to a total of £10,000 by this member. So potentially giving us another £20,000 worth of funding, and that would be great. You can to do that, you just need to bank your donation into the club bank account, using as a reference your name plus DEV for development. If you've got any questions or you want to play by check, you can get those to me. I'd be happy to take cash even. So please seriously consider. It's a great opportunity to invest in the club's future, and in years to come, people will be grateful to you generous donors, in the same way as we are grateful to our predecessors who had the foresight to invest in the old clubhouse nearly 100 years ago now. So any queries on those schemes, don't hesitate to contact me. So, sorry, before I close, mustn't forget this weekend, the immediate past president, Nick Corrie, has a very significant birthday. So I'd just like to wish him many happy returns on behalf of myself and obviously all of you as well. Nick, happy birthday this weekend. See you all next week. Goodbye.